Hello everyone, welcome to our channel once again. Please leave a like on this video and subscribe to our channel for more updates, and also leave a comment to express your thoughts on this. According to reports, Professor Ibrahim Adamu Yakasai of Bayero University in Kano State has spoken out against the February 25th election results announced by the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Yakubu Mahmood. The professor, who served as election officer for the 2023 Tudun Wada Doguwa House of Representatives election, testified that the result he announced on February 26, 2023 was under pressure for fear of his life and other INEC officials who were with him to lose. In a letter, he stated that his gathering area was completely besieged by thugs who threatened to burn down the INEC facility if he didn't announce the results within an hour. I served as electoral officer for the 2023 Tudun Wada Doguwa House of Representatives election, the results of which I announced on February 26, 2023 were fake. However, I would like to testify that the statement I made was under duress for the fear of losing my life and that other INEC officials were with me. The collation area was completely under siege and threatened to burn down the INEC facility if I didn't report the results within an hour. I was completely traumatized, hopeless, and confused, which did not give me the mental stability to walk through the electoral law and electoral guidelines as areas or polling stations where elections were cancelled, and not compared to the total number of accredited voters on the fringes. Findings that led to the statement and finally the situation my colleagues and I found ourselves in could not allow us to deal with the complaints about the non-use of BVAS in some polling stations. I hope that my testimony will be kindly examined and that the necessary action will be taken under Section 65 of the Elections Act 2022. In response to the letter, Dino Milaye, spokesman for the Presidential Election Council of the People's Democratic Party, a professor, is writing to denounce the election results he announced in the election that just ended. Small will certainly be collecting more evidence.
Well, the just concluded February 25th general election has been described as the worst electoral fraud in the history of womankind. And now we are now seeing evidence of such electoral malpractices and electoral fraud in the just concluded election. This is a professor who happened to be one of the returning officers who is forced to announce a result under duress. And now he has come out to tell Nigerians that he announced fake results and what is and explain to Nigeria the circumstances that made him announce the fake result. Now he is asking the authority to take appropriate actions concerning what he had just said. But this is not the first time this kind of an issue will happen. An electoral officer has come out to say, I did this under duress. This was first done in Imo State, I think in 2019, when Rogers Okorocha won his senatorial, seat. After the whole electoral process, the electoral officer came out to say that Rogers Okorocha held him at gunpoint to announce that election, which he did. And he asked the electoral body to take appropriate actions. And at the end of the day, this thing was taken to court. I don't know the kind of investigation that was conducted by the security forces and all that, and Rogers Okorocha won the case in court. Now this is a repeat of what happened in Imo State, 2019. This is a repeat of it. And if care is not taken, the people who heard the professor who staged and forced him to announce fake result will still be in power. That is to the extent which our country is. And the question we keep asking all the time is, how did we get here? How did we get here? And this is exactly what happened also in the national, when people are complaining to the INEC chairman about the election malpractices they noticed and the high figure they noticed in a particular candidate. And what was his reply? We are going to follow up every due process, and after the winner is announced, if you are not satisfied, go to court. And why are they very confident in referring to Nigerians to court? Why are they very confident in referring, complainants to court? Because they know that after the election has been announced, it is very difficult for you to get justice in this nation. That is the honest truth, especially when it comes to presidential election. And that is what they now recommend to you. Go to court, and they know how to play this game in court. Court is supposed to be the last hope for every common man. But unfortunately, our judiciary system is so bastardized that it is very difficult for a common man to get justice in our judiciary system. Very, very difficult. And the way it is now is like the highest bidder get the offer. That is the system. The highest bidder get the offer. So now that we're talking about issues of electoral malpractices and all that, when you pronounced a winner, it is been pronounced. So what happened next is the opponent, the other people, the only way they can claim their mandate is to go to court, and that is the game. Go to court. Go to court. If our judiciary system is intact and you can get justice as soon as possible, being without bias, I tell you, they will not be quick to point to you to go to court because they know that if you have your evidence, you have everything. If you go to court, they are going to lose. Now, what do we say about the election of the Senate president, who contested as run as a presidential aspirant and lost presidential primary and still went back to claim a senatorial seat? Who does that? If not for a country that is biased in judgment, if not for a country that is biased in the judicial system that is biased and money back judicial system, how will such man will get to power? He lost. It's only in Nigeria this kind of a thing can happen. When somebody can contest for two political office in the same political season, it's only in Nigeria. And that's exactly what we are witnessing every now and then. Well, thank you for tuning in. Please feel free to comment below. Let's know what you think concerning this, and also subscribe to our channel for updates on this and more to come. Thank you.